Let's get some shine in the show. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get some shine in the show. Boom, baby. Boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Marky Saint. This is Saints Addiction right here. That's Las Vegas right there. And I've taken you to one of my favorite spots is here at the airport watching the planes land. And just in time for the show, guess who's shining? Guess who timed it? That's right. Boom, baby, boom! That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Timing and meaning and purpose. It looks like a lot like that when you're doing shit and it's like it's happening for a reason, and motherfuckers leaving plastic for a reason and still doing the plastic pocket challenge, even though the trash can's 10 yards away. We still too lazy to do something about it. And that's why I said, tell your feelings to go fuck itself. You know what I mean? Themselves, itself, the whole conceptualization of feelings is such a weird scenario for us to, we feel a lot, right? We get in our minds, we get in our modes, and we're just like, we're full of our feelings, and then we get fucked. And that's why I say fuck your feelings, and that's why I read the book Fuck Your Feelings, and I highly suggest you get on the audiobook right here for free on YouTube and just check it out. It's 9 hours. It's 9 hours. You might have to break it up and chop it up and make it into a couple different slices, but that's what it's going to have to take. It's going to have to take you taking mental control and faculties over your mind and say, fuck your feelings. And one of the biggest feelings that you got to say fuck you to is fear. I was chewing my boy's ass out last night because I said, man, shut that shit down. I'm sick of hearing this shit. I'm sick of hearing about your wife being abusive to you. When are you going to be a man and tell her, stop talking to me like that? You're like, whoa, this is going to happen. She might take my kids. She can't do it without you, bro. What you fucking talking about, man? She needs you. Is that what you're saying? You rather say, I'm going to control my man than have a father in their lives? I was like, hold up, bro. You need to get a grip. You need to go get here. This is what we do here on this show. We get our minds right every morning and start talking about to ourselves, and how are we talking to ourselves. And that's one of the biggest things most people ain't doing right, is they ain't talking to themselves right. They go inside their heads and go, I don't feel like I can do that. I don't feel like I can go to Machu Picchu. I don't feel like I could travel. I don't feel like he would like that. There's so many things that we feel. I've been watching the Fresh and Fit show a lot. You guys got another podcast you can watch, but all the girls, they got shirts now go, I feel like, oh my God, I feel like, and then my feelings might change in like 5 minutes. And it's like, that's where you're fucking up. You don't know that you're talking to yourself slow. You don't know that you're slowing down your momentum by doing certain activities. Now, I get on this show and I'm pretty pumped up. I'm a high energy person. That's just me. But I don't slow my energy down by getting onto another social media platform. I wake up and I start talking to myself. I don't let the Instagram talk to me. And there's something that starts dictating my feelings. And all of a sudden, I don't feel a certain type of way. I am a certain type of way. And that's one of the biggest things we can do today is be a certain type of way. Look at these flowers, super dope. We can be what we want to be. I said it yesterday, be, do, have. And the guy said it, total clarity, from confusion to clarity, goals, vision, and to be, do, have. And the other ones was like who, what, where. You know, there's certain ways that we can decompartmentalize ourselves, just like these little apartments. These are condos, or not even condos, they're leasing for business. They decompartmentalized it. One's over here a costume, one's over here a plumber, one's over here a salon. They've decompartmentalized it because it wouldn't make sense to have the fucking salon in the plumber spot. But what do? We put our emotions inside of our motivations. And this is the morning motivation, so we're gonna have to have this conversation, but that's exactly what we choose. We choose to go, you know, I was motivated. I woke up this morning, rise and shine. I'm on my grind. And the first thing I said is, let me give 2 of my first hours over to Instagram so I can see what everybody else is doing. Let me serve this platform. Let me serve this thing that's not serving me and making me feel a certain type of way. And then I'm going to say, bro, you need to land. That's right. You need to land your plane. You need to pick a direction and a hub and stop bouncing around from every fucking city to city in your mind. Everybody does that. They go from feeling to feeling to feeling. I feel hungry. Time to go eat. I feel like doing this. Time to go do that. I've been doing that my whole life, and my feelings led me astray. That's why I called it Saints Addiction, because like if I felt like doing cocaine, guess who was doing cocaine? If I felt like fucking, guess who was fucking? And that's what ends up happening. We get inside of ourselves and our feelings get us all riled up and start dictating what we do. And now we're on the juice. And it's very juicy. Feelings are very deceptive. They get you inside yourself and you be just like, man, I can't, I'm in a certain type of way. And I'm just like, bro, why don't you tell your feelings what to do? Why don't you say, okay, feelings, you're not tired anymore. You gonna get your lazy ass up and go hit this gym. The people that do that, I mean, everybody I know that goes to go do a workout or something like that, when you go before the workout, are you going, I can't wait to go to the gym? Said nobody ever. But then after, they're like, I'm so glad I went to the gym. Said everyone. And that's what just starts happening. It's like you start telling your feelings what to do instead of your feelings telling you what to do. It's so manipulative, the way that they make it addictive. I'm gonna talk about addictions. And now you're jealous, and now you're a competitive, and now you're feeling of lack instead of getting up in the morning and go, damn, I'm alive. This is the breath of my lungs. These lungs is working. I'm not in a hospital. I woke up and I'm not in a hospital. Holy shit, I woke up, I'm in Vegas. Holy shit, I woke up, I'm alive. It's such a feeling to be alive. And then another feeling to feel brave. And then the only reason I got brave is because I felt my consequence. No. I earned my confidence. And that's something a lot of us don't want to do. We don't want to earn our confidence. We want to bitch and moan at everybody else like, it's not the way that I want it to be. Make it so. That's this kind of show. You want morning motivation? Make it so. Come on now. Make it so. That's right. They're like, we call it will it. You know, like, will it, inshallah, if it's God willing, in my will, I will it that way. And I'm hungry, well, now I'm going to will myself off my fat ass so I can go make some breakfast. And then it's like the choice of what breakfast I eat. And it's like, okay, well, now my feelings are in it, so now I feel like I need to get some sugar. And that's when I started to get fat. I'm like, who's to blame? I could blame Hostess. They're not to blame when I'm going past the apple aisle. I could have grabbed an apple, but what did I do? I grabbed the donut. And how many of us are doing that? All up in our feelings going like, I deserve. Here's another one that's a tricky one. I deserve instead of I earned that workout. I don't have to work out. I got to work out. I got the option to go take my body and empower it instead of sitting there inside my shit. And then I'm sitting there, what's the word? Not stagnant. Is it stagnant? I forget the fucking word. We're always doing it, but I start pushing myself into still mode. I started staying inside and I'm like, okay, that motivation that I had, that spark that woke me up in the morning and that makes me ignited and shoots me out of bed. I told you about that girl. She said 5, 4, 3, 2, and Houston, we have liftoff. Not even a 1. She's a rocket. I mean, she sat there in the bed for months just like, oh, what am I going to do? My feelings, my depression, what's going to happen? And then she launched herself, much like these planes have launched themselves into the sky. Why is a 500,000 fucking pound, I don't even know how much a plane weighs. I'm sure it's up to that point, but why is it that thing can fly with all the people inside? It don't make no sense, but you give it enough force, it gives it lift. And then all of a sudden we're just like, holy shit, that thing's flying. I'm watching things that don't look practical to me fly. It's almost like, can cars fly? No, they don't have enough wings and lift. And that's what we give ourselves. We give ourselves the lift, or we decelerate ourselves with our feelings. We'll just be like, you know what? I love these feelings. It's like the cocaine. I'm gonna need another hit, man. It makes me feel a certain type of way. I just want to feel. I'm like, I just want to do. Like, I don't care what I feel like. Okay, I don't care what other people are doing. It's or what they feel like. It's what I'm doing or what they're doing. It's an action. It's not an emotion. It's something that I put in purpose so I can switch up my emotion. I'm like, oh, I don't feel like working out. Guess what? Now my ass is on the treadmill doing the 15-minute warm-ups and beating it out of me. I'm exercising those demons. The thing that told me inside of me that said, oh yeah, you know, you're feeling a certain type of way and now you got to act a certain type of way. I was watching the show and the girls were like, this is how people misconstrue their communication. It's like I said something, you didn't hear it, You felt it, and then you reacted out of the feeling instead of the communication. And how many of us do that? How many of us misconstrue our communication? How many of us get it wrong because we felt a certain type of way? Well, I felt like she was cheating on me. Do you have facts? Like, did you have an adult conversation with her? Did you say, hey, we're in a committed relationship, and are you okay with that? Because if that's the case, then she cheated on you, and now you got facts to make a decision instead of an emotion. And if we're always under our emotions, we're going to be screwed, because them bitches is fragile. Them bitches is fickle. All humans have a way of being very changey-uppy. One moment you on top of the world, I can point at the strip. One moment you're up there, and next minute you're down here. You know what I'm saying? You can go from the suite. I've been from prison to the penthouse, homie. Okay, that's what I tell people. I've been from prison to the penthouse. And everybody, well, at least you went to the penthouse. Yeah, but I also was in the prison. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what ends up happening to us. Starting to block the landings, but I love that. I love that there's liftoff. I love that there's landings. You know, I don't know if you can see it all the way. I love watching it land, because then you can see like the tires go and the little. I'm feeling a certain type of way about that, but I'm also making a decision to be here and watch it. I could be on the side of yesterday I was at the high school, you know what I mean? You can see them off in the distance. I like to eat my lunch here so I can feel a certain type of way. Here is me in the grass so I can feel a certain type of way. You hear that shit? Shit's fucking banging around here, man. When these things land, their spirit taking off. That's a takeoff. That's a launch, man. And most of us are failing to launch because we feel in our feelings that certain things are a certain way. We'd rather blame. We go, well, it's the government, or it's the recession, or there are no jobs. Keep telling yourself that. Keep talking to yourself negatively. Keep playing on your social media. It's going to play you. It's going to play you right out of, here we go. Come on. It's going to play you out of opportunities. And that's what a lot of us end up doing. We end up fucking playing ourselves in our own head. We end up start telling ourselves, well, I can't do that. I don't know what's going to happen if that happens, bro. That's exactly my point. You don't know what it's like when you start telling your feelings what to do. It's a very empowering feeling. I was trying to tell my friend, I don't care if I have to sleep out of that car. I'm going to stay free. I'm not going to be near my mom and her negativity. That's a decision. And now I feel better about my decision. I don't care if other motherfuckers get off my line, 855. Somebody's kind of calling me like they can. I'm gonna have to block a number. That's what we do. We end up being inside of ourselves and go, okay, well, I didn't want the consequence, so I didn't promote the behavior, and because I have no control over my behavior, therefore I don't have any confidence. And that's what I was talking about earlier. You know what makes confidence? Do you really want to know? Besides for self-esteem, you know what it is? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let people try to figure this out because we're live. I'm gonna just let you think about it real quick. What builds confidence? Adversity. And it's not a price that you really want to pay. You know, it's kind of like tax or the tip at the end of a dinner. It's not something that you really want to pay, or a mandatory tip. You should tip, by the way. But a mandatory 10% tip, a mandatory whatever tip that we, or 15, 20% gratuity that they put on it, right? That's what it's going to take. It's going to take you facing the adversity, because right now you're doing whatever it takes to keep the emotion. You're doing whatever it takes to keep the emotion. You let the bills pass by, let the car get towed, all sorts of shit that we subversively do to ourselves. Keep smoking those cigarettes. We do all sorts of funky ass shit and expect different results. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. There's a spirit line. They're almost every 5 minutes now, y'all. It's not even 5 minutes. They're almost 15 seconds up in this bitch, and they can do that. And that's what we can do. We can switch up our emotions every 15 seconds. We can land a new plane. We could start a new business. We could stay lit inside of ourselves, but we don't do that. We'd rather keep the thing comfortable. We're very habitual. We'll go out of our way to make it that way. You know what I mean? Like, hey, yo, can you go give me some Starbucks? Or, hey, yo, can I get one of them donuts? Or, hi, it's good to see you again. Why are you always here getting the same thing? Yeah, that's us, dude. And we'll say, hey, I have freedom of choice, but we never chose to get confident. We never chose adversity. We never chose a decision that was opposite of our emotion. We'll just stay in the emotion, and therefore a decision's never made. You just get stuck, and you're like, where'd all the time go? Why is it? Why is it just me? Here's another one. Look, I'm telling you, they're every 5 seconds. Hold on. Landing on top of each other now. Come on, Vegas, let's get paid. Come on, Vegas, let's get paid. Bring on the tourists. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And that's how I feel about it. I really, not even feel about it. That's how I think about it. I feel, oh my God, I feel like, oh my God, I feel like, oh my God. I decided like this. I started thinking like this. I think like this. I think, you know what? I'm going to tell my brain what to do. Let's see what happens. No, seriously, we'll see what happens when I'm low on energy, low on sleep, and I really need to go hit the gym. Can I tell my body, can my mind will my soul to get into that gym and to get the results that I want? Now, of course, it's going to tell you stay inside. Just like all championship boxers. What's his name? I forget his name. He said it, I think it was Larry Holmes that said, it's hard to get out of bed with satin sheets in your silk boxers at 6 a.m. when you're the champ. Like, well, you're already rich. Why am I getting out of bed at 5 a.m.? Like, who wants that? Champions. People with mental control. People without excuses. People that do what they say they're going to do. Things of that nature is another one. It is. They just keep landing. And you keep failing to launch. That sucks, dude. You're watching somebody else land in their activities. We're watching that happen on a regular basis, and we're just like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen to me. I'm worried about what this person in the Nissan Frontier is going to think. I'm not. I'm more worried about how I'm going to think. I'm not worried about what other people are thinking. I'm like, how am I thinking? Am I thinking positively about myself? Am I having body dysmorphic issues? Am I having relationship issues? Am I even thinking at all? Did I will my mind to put that fucking phone down and pick up a book, or stop watching a fake ass YouTube and start doing what are these audiobooks? All choices. But our feelings will dictate our decisions, and then all of a sudden we're like, how'd that happen, man? And I'm like, because you want to be addicted to your feelings. And someone needs to let you know that. And you need to let your brain tell your body what to do. You need to let your soul start speaking for you. And that's something that most people can't cognate. They can't seem to wrap their head around it because they're still in their feelings. Here comes another one. Look at these motherfuckers landing. Come on, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. West, Southwest. That was Spirit, Southwest. Man, we getting them all in here. Delta, I don't give a fuck. It's all about landing. And sure you can get in the air. Sure you can get the motivation. I'm sure you can. But land this bitch. Start telling your brain what to do. I told that chick it's the 5 seconds. It's like if you can put the cigarette down for 5 seconds, you can quit cigarettes. And they're like, how is that even fucking possible? Saying, well, let's do the math. If you go and you can actually self-control yourself for at least 5 seconds, you can do it for 10 seconds. Next time, 20 seconds. Next time, a minute. Next time, 5 minutes. Next time, 5 days. You get what I'm saying? It becomes incremental. And you start showing yourself that you have self-control. You don't just normally run for the fucking coffee every fucking morning. You don't need that shit in your system. It will kill you. You give enough caffeine to anybody, it will fucking kill them. And that's what we do. We just keep sitting still and go, you know what? I want what I want, okay? Because I feel a certain type of way. And when you feel, right? That's when you start fucking up. When you feel, you start fucking up. It starts lying to yourself. You go, okay, I said I wanted something and I just said it. I didn't mean to really mean it. I didn't mean to back it up. I didn't actually have to back it up with some work. I didn't have to actually back it up with my words. I was going to be a man of my word, right? Not my feelings. I'm a man of my word. I said I was going to go to the gym and that's what I'm going to do. I said, I'm going to go to this conference and that's what I'm going to do. Now you can do what you're going to do. I'm not worried about whatever happens off of the decision that I made, because that's your decision. Like after that, you're going to I made a decision. I'm on the boat. It's left the harbor and I have to go with it. Come hell or high water, as we used to say down the South. That's the choice. And I'm okay with my choices because I made a decision and I started to empower myself with the decision. I said I'm going to go to Machu Picchu. I didn't wait around for these chicks. They were waiting around for a full year. Here we go. Another one. They planned a whole year for Machu Picchu, and I did it in a week, even without a passport. I even got it expedited. I mean, literally, it came the day before I was supposed to fly out. Pushing it. But guess what? Willing it. You know what I mean? Like, literally in control of myself and going, yeah, dude, you're not going to just masturbate anymore. You're not going to just get quick fixes because no one's watching. You're watching. It's your testosterone, Marky Saint. It's your body, bro. And if you want this bitch to be pumped up, you can't stop leaking it out. And I'm like, oh shit, I feel different. Okay, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I mean, it's just porn, right? No one's watching. But girls know, I know. What's more important, I know, but girls can tell. They can tell if you're fully loaded, if you got some semen in you. They can almost smell it like we can smell estrus. But that's what we do. Come on, Southwest taking off. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Holy shit, private jets flying over you. Made back saying what Jehovah do. See these private jets, homie? Damn, they coming in and leaving over here in Vegas, baby. That's energy. And that's it, man. It's what are we going to do with our energy? Because it's all equal. The time is equal. Everybody gets the same 24 hours. The sun's shining on all of us. It's not like it's just on me. You know, that's the shine. And when you shined up, right? I don't even know if that's a word, shined up. When you're glowing, okay, and you're flowing, you know that you're in your own self-power. You know that you have your own self-confidence. You know inside that you're now willing yourself to do things that your brain didn't think was possible. Your feelings were telling you, oh, you can't afford it. Say, what? You don't know what you can afford. You don't know what you can afford. Your feelings will tell you that what you can't afford. But what if you started doing some things logical? What if you picked up a spare job where its only intent was to give you travel money? Or you worked at the airline so you could travel for free? Okay, I mean, there's so many options, but we tend to cut ourselves off. It's like, it's not possible. And then you go watching somebody climbing Machu Picchu. It was actually the Rainbow Mountain that I saw this with one leg. 17,000 feet elevation with one leg, bro. Walking faster than me. And that's what I'm talking about, dude. I was just so shocked. I'm like, what's my excuse? You know, at this point, what am I telling myself that he's not telling himself or herself? I can't remember what their sex was, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that we're telling ourselves what to think. We're not telling ourselves anymore how we feel. I feel like this. I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like walking. I don't feel like doing anything. Well, you're not going to get anything because your feelings started to dictate that. And then you made a decision where you're like, no, feelings, I'm going to tell you what to do. You're going to get your ass up and go to the gym. And they're like, well, who's talking to me? Who the fuck just said that? Your will. And you're like, oh shit, this strong voice inside me, the one that fights back when it's squeezed, just like all living beings, just like it did in Minority Report. It says all living creatures fight back when enough pressure is put underneath them. It could be your cute little cuddly fucking kitten. You start strangling it, it might try to scratch you to get its life back. You need to start scratching back to get your life back. And it's literally like that. And like, not a generalization. You motherfucker, anybody watching this, all of us, the fingers pointing back at me too. And start telling yourself what you can do with the can-do attitude. And everybody talks about a can-do attitude, but they don't want to will it. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to actually say, I'm going to do something, like I'm going to lose some weight, yo. Like, I have to do it because now I know that 95% of my decisions are based off of my peers. Friends I haven't talked to in years go, oh, you quit smoking weed? Yeah, bro, I don't have any money on. I'm trying to smoke weed. I ain't trying to hand over my last dollars that should be going in my gas tank to somebody that doesn't even love me so I could get some bud, so I could feel a certain type of way later. Like, man, I need to get my mind right. Yeah, I need to get my mind right. That's for sure. I started seeing that. I'm like, this guy's not my friend. I was like, yeah, man, I'll spend you some bud, bro. I got you. You know, no, you got my money. Like, that's what just happened. You got the time in my body because it took me a while to make that money. But I didn't mind because I wanted to feel a certain type of way. I don't mind that my teeth are falling out because I wanted to feel my cigarettes. I didn't mind that I didn't mind that. Oh, damn, they're overcorrecting. I didn't mind that that it's starting to take my teeth when I smoke my cigarettes. There's a consequence. You can get what you want, but it's coming with the hook. Like my other friend, I'm gonna get this guy to help me fix up on my car. Don't do that, Kimmy. I should probably use her name. Don't do that. This dude's gonna fuck. There's always a hook. You think it's a free fucking car mechanic, and he thinks it's fucking anal sex, bro. You are not thinking straight because you only want what you want. You didn't want to pay the price for it. Everybody wants the prize, but nobody wants to pay the price of self-discipline. Right? That's such the impulse control, dude. Get some. I'm in the town of clowns, bro. This fucking clown town right back here, player. It does everything for you. You a foodie? Oh, is that what gets you off? Man, I couldn't wait to see Paddy Pemberton. If you see him, he's a UFC fighter that balloons up. His things that excite him, you can tell, is food. You can always tell by a fat person. Like, that's their thing, right? Like, it gets our brains firing. All of our brains fire the same. This is dopamine. This is endorphins. This is serotonin. We're all on the same sauce. Over here, they find it. If you think you're a winner, whoo, man. That's the wrong feelings to have over here in Vegas, baby. If you think you're winning, oh no, that's the worst thing that can happen to you. Because then you think the one-armed bandit's on your side. And I'm not gonna stop till I win. Dude, you need to stop yourself. I had to stop myself in some arguments, or I should have stopped myself in some arguments. I would have my child right now. That's what gave me my impulse control. I was just like, Saint, you're just out of control sometimes. You get all emotional. Sure, it's your son. Sure, you've come all the way and you're trying to make this thing work. But you also should have stopped yourself and just say, I'm not in control and I need to get in control quickly. My buddy told me that he meditates for 4 hours a day. Blessings to you. I don't have 4 hours to be doing all that, but that's my brain started to tell me that. No, I do need to slow down and sit there. Every red light, let me jump on my phone. It's a red light. I got another 30 seconds to check my Instagram. Fill every fucking second with the social media, but without self-awareness. We won't give ourselves peace. We won't give ourselves calm. We won't give ourselves focus. We'll give it away. We'll give our focus away like Siktir Git Lan. Like I said yesterday, Siktir Git, get the fuck out of here. It's literally Turkish. You can go look it up, translate it. Your boy Saint practices multiple languages. I've been saying it correctly now. I practice 10 different languages because I want to be understood and I want them to understand me. And I really want to understand them, really. You know what I mean? Like, what are you saying right now? I can tell because you're doing this. Siktir Git. You know what I mean? Like, but what's the meaning? Not then. I didn't need a translation for that. It was like, why? Why am I such a victim to myself? Why am I always so goddamn emotional? Oh, because that's how I was raised. My mom's still under the gaze, dude. She's still under the shit. Look at that. She feels like she could do a certain type of way, and that's why they sent her to the nutty farm at least 4 different times. I can tell the truth about my mom's. It's horrible to see mental disease and mental unbalanced and unhealthy mental capacities. It sucks to watch people, especially the woman I love and people in my life, melting under the pressures. And that's why I do this show, man. I didn't like it either. I mean, I didn't want to just snap myself out of the abortion, go be a robot. No, man, I'm like, process this, bro. The new process is that man's dead. The dude that had no self-control, he died with his son. Bury me. I'm done with him. I'm done with him and his excuses. I'm done with him and his patterns. I'm done with him and his results. This new guy is going to get the fuck up when the sun's up and go to work every fucking day and block motherfucking haters and will myself to the fucking gym. Okay? And stop eating sugars and stop masturbating and stop coming up with excuses. I'm going to face me and I'm going to have a conversation with him and not this screen. And not no social media and tell everybody how I want them to think that I am or how I feel or what's really good or how my life is going. No, I'm going to will it. I'm going to make my life the way I want it to actually be. Be, do, have, not have, do, be. It's not going to make it work that way. Like, as soon as I have the boyfriend, I'm going to make it happen. No, as soon as you have the discipline, you're going to have a boyfriend. You hear me on that? As soon as you have the discipline, then you'll have the boyfriend. As soon as you keep getting that sweet ass on that fucking treadmill, he's gonna come around and talk to you. Game, set, match. You're welcome. Set the trap, dude, for yourself, because you've been trapped by your mind. And I know that. I mean, I have to say that to everyone, because everybody get hit by that bullet. We all been trapped by our own mind. We've all been trapped by our own emotions, and we got in it and started saying, I feel a certain type of way. I can't, I won't, and this is happening. People don't want to hear that shit. You know what it sounds like, but when it's happening from you, you're like, it's okay. Some days are okay to have emotional days. I'm not trying to say we're robots. Trust and believe that. But trust and believe also that our emotions are lying to us and getting our results all fucked up. Okay? It's trust and believe when I tell you that the house always wins. Okay? That the one-armed bandit isn't your friend. That they love lonely. They love hungry. They love addicted down here, because they'll take every fucking penny and time and resource that you have. And I'm trying to give you your resources back, and that's your mental faculty, right? It's your ability to make decisions, right? Choose better habits is what we say around here at Saints Addiction. It's a choice, and we're making it so fast because emotions are fast. Sounds are fast. As soon as I say it, it's already in your head. But the way you processed it is also as fast. And if we got a CPU, this brain of ours, why aren't we treating it better? Why didn't we reset it? I mean, I can reset my fucking laptop. Why can't you reset your mind? Why can't we start telling our minds what to do instead of it telling us what to do? And that's just so weird to me. If I picked up this phone, picked up the pencil, put the cigarette down, those are all decisions. And as soon as I start getting more self-power, or self-confidence too, self-empowerment, I start seeing how powerful I am. And you are too. We are all more powerful than imagined. We can't even imagine how powerful we are, dude. Especially, let's watch these guys right here. I love my life! Look at him. Look at him. Look at ass. You fucking don't love your life, bro. And you never will. I'm looking at you. Yeah, what are we doing, huh? I mean, it was the last time my fat ass loved anything. No, you don't even love your wife. You don't even love your body, bro. You love staring. And until the moment you don't give a fuck about why they're staring and just how you're caring, then you're going to get it. Because I love my life, man. I'm fighting for it. They're being still. They're like, what's that strange? That person just said he loved his life. Now, if I said, fuck the president, come stare at me, bro. Like, I got a bomb. Better run. I got a gun. Definitely run in America these days. But I love my life scares people. They're not that excited. That's why I love screaming it around people, because I want to catch them. I want to catch them staring. And that's my new thing. We get the most crowded place and rile them up. This is me getting brave. What am I going to do? Be afraid? Be afraid that they might not like me or wave me, trade me, whatever the fuck they're going to do. That's on them. But I made a decision to love my life. I made a decision to go to Machu Picchu. I made a decision to start doing this show. I made a decision to start this brand, and it's changed my life. It's changed everything about it. My buddy's like, you travel? Yeah, dude, because I made that decision. And it was one of the biggest decisions too, because I remember when my spiritual mentor, Terry Prince, I'm like, what's going to happen, man? You know what I mean? Like, he's like, just go. You don't know. There are no promised faces. There's no more promise. There's no more tomorrows, dude. Eventually you're going to say, hey man, this is me. And I want it to be this way. I want to launch now. I want to put the gas on. You hear that? You hear it? Can you hear it? Can you see it moving? See it lifting off, pushing all those passengers and luggage, all our baggage. That's what we got to do, man. We got to get some thrust. And girls like that too. And men do too. So go get thrusted, dude. Get your dick in it. Get your life in it. Look at this fucking bird just kind of came at me. What's up, dog? Trying to come at me, dog. That's what it is. It's one of those decisions where you're like, yeah, there's risky behavior to making certain decisions, but you've already been risking your health with the decisions you made. You've already been risking your time by still staying stagnant. Like, we're risking something every day. I say that in Vegas, man. Vegas collects its ante every day. Like, hey, you ain't got no chips. You ain't got no chips. And most of the time, she busting your ass. Lady Luck, here's another one. Keep launching. Go ahead, Southwest. Go ahead, Southwest, right here. That's what launching looks like. And like most of us are a failure to launch, and it's unfortunate. We're afraid. We're afraid of our own power. We're afraid of our own decisions. We're afraid of our repercussions. I think we're afraid of our consequences. We're afraid to see on the other side of what we look like when we actually apply ourselves. And that's something I wanted everybody to do today. So I went over 5 minutes over the 30 minutes that I was about to, but I needed to shine. I needed to explain it to people that their fear is starting to dictate their lives. their feelings are lying to them, and that they can make a decision to be a better person. And that's all I wanted people to have, and that's all my heart from the start. That's the shine. It's your boy Marky Saint. Peace and love, and as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. I'm here to reach, preach, and teach. If you got anything out of this message, please subscribe below, comment below, tell somebody, share it to somebody that needs it. That's what it's all about. We need each other to launch, and I want to see you launch into the life that you deserve. It's on my heart, man. That's Saints Addiction, and everything goes to Saints Giving, and that's why I give away my time freely, and I want you to give yourself a chance. Okay? Peace. I'll see you on the other side. Ciao. Belos. Beja. Ciao.